Hello. So I'm a bit behind on things, clearly. I'm still working on the 1,000 subscriber video. I'm about, I want to say maybe 60% done with it. Um, so I still haven't had time to watch or react to any sort of movie that I said I would for the month of May, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to see Serial Mom and Ma and Taking a Deborah Logan and all that. And I will see them eventually on the channel for sure. I mean, I have them ready to watch and all that. But I really want to finish this video first because this video is like really important to me. But that being said, that means I am going to have to miss like another week. And I don't want to have you guys wait another week without another piece of video enjoyment for you folks. So I'm just going to release something from the Patreon vault. So what you're about to see was posted about 2-3 years ago on Patreon. It was around the time when the actors strike was happening, and I couldn't really watch anything that was in struck content from the strike. So I had to watch public domain stuff. And it's also a bit of an introduction as to what the 1,000 subscriber video is going to be like. It's going to be kind of like this, but a bit more refined, a bit more produced. You know, there's a lot more behind the scenes stuff going on in the 1,000 subscriber video. But this one is a watch along to one of my favorite Halloween watches, House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. I'm watching the version in color. I don't remember why I picked the version in color. But yeah, it's the full movie. So hope you guys enjoy this feature-length reaction that you guys typically don't see. You know, I usually edit them down to post them on YouTube. But since House on Haunted Hill is a public domain film, I can post the whole movie. And the movie I'm doing for my 1,000 subscriber movie, you know, Night of the Living Dead, also public domain. So I'm going to post the full movie of Night of the Living Dead when I'm done with it. And yeah, sorry for the wait. Life gets in the way. But until then, please enjoy some classic BS movies released from the vault. And shout out to Hannah, Nick, Kev, Better Sister Cat, George, Ken, Greg, and Manny B, the Patreon pals, for making videos like this possible. See you whenever I finish this video that I'm working on now, which is making me pull my hair out, but it's fun. It's a fun one, I promise you that. Oh my god, is that a ghost behind you? What the... Okay, I have an idea. This is crazy, but it's called the Adam Sandler Cinematic Universe. All of his movies take place in the same universe, okay? Hear me out. Here's how we do this. The first movie is Hubie Halloween, right? Then the sequel to Hubie Halloween. Here's what it's going to be. It's going to be Hubie crossing over with another Adam Sandler character. And the movie's going to be called Jack and Jill Went Up a House on Haunted Hill. So Jack and Jill end up on the house on Haunted Hill, and Hubie Halloween has to save them. Guys, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. It writes itself. It doesn't. But most Adam Sandler movies do. Anyway, hi Patreon people, how are you? Hope you're having a good spooky season. I don't know when I'm releasing this, but it's definitely going to be in the spooky season. What are you guys up to? What are you doing for Halloween? Have you decided on your costume? I haven't done mine. I'm going to Horror Nights in a couple of weeks. So I just want to leave you guys with an exclusive. So, considering things are, at this moment, things are still on strike. I don't know how it's going to be in the coming weeks, but as of now, things are still on strike. I can only give you guys exclusive movies that are not very well known or very, very old. And this is kind of both. House on Haunted Hill. I watch this movie every year for Halloween. That's what these exclusives lately are going to be, are just going to be movies that I watch every year for Halloween, because those are in the public domain, like House on Haunted Hill, and they're all for free on YouTube. So, why not? So, what do you need to know about House on Haunted Hill? Well, it's a William Castle production. And William Castle was, you could skip all the to the movie part, but let me tell you about William Castle. William Castle was a director and producer, and he gave gimmicks to every one of his horror movies. And I love a gimmicky horror movie. If a movie's in 3D, I'll watch it in 3D. I watched Spy Kids 3D with the scratch and sniff cards. I'm all for that shit. But William Castle took it a step further. It started with the signing of your own death certificate. It started with the signing of a waiver in case you need an ambulance, in case the movie scares you so hard you faint. And then he did the Tingler, in which whenever the monster appeared, your seat like this would vibrate up your spine and shit like that. And then there was one where he put the air compressors down at the foot of the seat, so it felt like bugs were crawling on your feet. And then 13 Ghosts, the original 13 Ghosts, was a 3D production where you could, if I remember right, it's like you could see through the red eye and see the movie normally, but if you see through the blue eye, you could see the ghosts, which is really cool. And then we come to House on Haunted Hill, which was presented with Emergo, I think it was called. And what Emergo was that at a certain point in this movie, there's going to be a ghost, a skeleton even. When that skeleton appeared, in the movie theater, a trap door would open from the ceiling and a skeleton would fly out of the ceiling and fly over the audience. You could look up videos because people, some indie theaters still do that from time to time. I really want to go see House on Haunted Hill in Emergo, or any William Castle movie in the way that it was presented at the time, because they just don't do that anymore. They just don't do that anymore. Movies are supposed to be fun, goddammit. I want to go have fun. I want to see a skeleton come out of the ceiling, goddammit. Anyway, that's why I love House on Haunted Hill. It's such a cheesy goddamn horror movie. It's got Vincent Price in it, for Christ's sake. How like, what more could you ask for? But what's special about this one that we're going to watch today is it's a version I've never seen before, which is the version that's been colorized. I've only seen the original black and white version. I'm curious to see how it would look colorized. I think black and white makes it aesthetically creepier because the house is just really cool looking. I don't know how they're going to make the house look creepy with all these colorful wallpapers and whatnot. But I'm curious. But yeah. Sit back, relax, have a pumpkin spice, whatchamacallit, whatever you have that's with pumpkin in it, or whatever Halloween candy you got, or whatever Halloween snack you got. And let's you and me watch House on Haunted Hill. The fun part about this is that since it's public domain, I could put on the whole fucking movie. I don't have to ask you to sync anything along. You can just watch the movie with me. And what a movie it is. I really enjoy old... let me press play. Here we go. Press and play right now. It starts with a scream, by the way. A very loud scream. I hope I have the remote on me. Oh, I do. Because that scream is pretty damn loud. There it is. I was lowering the volume, and I was like, where is the scream? And then I increased the volume, and then there it is. So he also played the movie in the dark like this, no lights, and then he would like have some people go around and just like scare people in the audience like that in the dark, which is also a fun thing. Have clinking chains around, the skeleton will come out again. I just love gimmicky performances like that. And here comes this little man, floating head man. Make me a floating head.
The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry. May I introduce myself?
Yes.
I'm Watson Pritchard.
Oh my god.
In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world.
If you told me this man, just from his face, if you told me that man was a leprechaun, I'd believe you.
Have been murdered in it. Since then, I've owned the house.
But he does.
I spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead.
In a movie with Vincent Price in it, he's the best performance in the movie to me. Because he really does have the face of a man. Here comes Vincent Price, by the way. Hello, I'm Vincent Price.
I'm Frederick Lauren, and I've rented the house on Haunted Hill.
The house on Haunted Hill.
Give a party, a haunted house party.
I've always wanted to throw a haunted house party, but I live in a studio, so I can't. But as soon as I get an apartment, at least, the parties I'm gonna throw, the Halloween shit I'm gonna throw, oh my god. You're all invited, Patreon
If any of you will
folks.
spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000.
$10,000.
Or your next of kin in case you don't survive.
Do the thriller laugh.
But here come our other guests.
What was I saying?
It was my wife's idea to have our guests come in funeral cars. She's so amusing.
Yes, I have a
sense of
wife
humor is,
because
shall we
I'm
say,
straight.
original.
Right.
I dreamed up the house. It's empty now.
Oh, the color. Okay, let me focus on this colorizing. Because lately, this is an old colorizing, so it might have been like by hand, frame by frame. This is definitely by hand, frame by frame. Lately, colorizing a film has been done with AI, and it's okay, it's impressive, but it's not good. By hand is even worse. I mean, this isn't even colorized. This is, you just made it sepia tone.
Coming to the party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money. Gambles.
Another thing I love about this movie is you just love a group of disparate people in a haunted house, man. You just, that's a great... I watch every and any haunted house movie where that's the concept, dude. You put a bunch of random people in a haunted house and I'm like, yeah, I'm watching that shit. Except for the remake of this movie, in which I do not like. I do not like the remake of House on Haunted Hill. I'm sorry. I know it's got my homegirl Jean Grey in it, but like... I do not like that movie. It's so early 2000s. I might watch it for the channel just because it's so early 2000s, but you know, once the strike's over.
Isn't she pretty?
Isn't she pretty? She's a person I paid to be in this haunted house.
And you have until midnight to find the house on Haunted Hill.
That's the name of the movie! What was I saying? Okay, so... yeah, that one dude, that little leprechaun man, he's my favorite performance because he really does act like somebody who has owned a genuine, bona fide haunted house before and is just going insane because of it. God, back when everybody dressed like Oppenheimer, look at this shit. The Oppen House on Haunted Heimer. And then the opening... this is another thing. You always know when a movie's pressed for time. And this movie's not even feature length. This movie's not even 90 minutes. This is an hour and 15. You know a movie's pressed for time when the opening credits are so long and nothing. It's just them walking around the outside of the house. So I have a lot of time to talk. And now I have nothing to say. What movies do you guys watch every Halloween? I watch this. I watched another movie we're gonna watch for exclusive on Patreon, which is Teenagers from Outer Space, Night of the Living Dead, all the Disney Channel original movies that are Halloween related, so Halloween Town, Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge, Halloween Town 3, Halloween Town High, not Return to Halloween Town. But my favorite Disney Channel original movie that's Halloween related is Don't Look Under the Bed. If you haven't seen Don't Look Under the Bed, we're probably gonna do Don't Look Under the Bed for the channel because I love that movie. It's the most underrated Disney... I can't talk about it. I can't talk about these movies because of the strike. But we're going to check that out for the channel someday in the future. What are other movies that I watch for Halloween every year? I always make sure to put on at least one of the Jasons, the Freddys, the Michaels for sure. A Halloween movie is a must for Halloween. I wonder which one I will put on this year. I watched Curse of Michael Myers recently a couple of months ago, and that's terrible, so I won't watch that, but... I mean, I always go with the original. I might go with Halloween 2 this year. Because I always play the original, I might go with part 2 this year. I don't know. Produced and directed by William Castle. I wonder if this movie was in 3D too. Also, I love the house on Haunted Hill. Like, the house itself. I love the design of this place. This looks like a haunted house. This is my idea of a haunted house right here. This is not colorized at all. You guys just made it sepia tone. Okay, now it kind of looks colorized, but not really. You just like painted them
The ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
by the head. but their suits and shit are still black and whitish.
Don't you two know each other?
I'm afraid I don't even know your name.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Is Frederick Lauren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call.
I wasn't invited. I think my Uber got mixed up with your guys' cars, and I'm just...
I don't know him.
I'm just...
All the details about the house were done by mail.
This is not the Denny's. My friends are waiting for me at the Denny's, but this seems like a pretty neat situation, and I'm kind of a go-with-the-flow guy, so I'll stick around the house on Haunted Hill, why not? You weren't invited, can you please leave?
Anybody. This would certainly be
Okay.
the house I'd do it in.
Who closed the door?
The wind, ma'am. And then it's locked. Because they're trapped there till midnight. I will try not to do my Vincent Price voice for too long. Sorry about that. The electrician was on his way, but he ran a little late, so just keep an eye up for any disturbing light fixtures falling upon your heads. His wife, by the way, in this movie is hot as hell. I'll just say that. Maybe that's the reason I want to watch it every year, but she goddamn.
Our guests are here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Coming out chest out like that.
Water barely trickles. Couldn't you have had the place cleaned?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up.
That lady looks like she just like smells of like that powder that you just like.
The spend the night ghost party was your idea, remember? Since it's going to cost me $50,000, I want you to have fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests.
Also, can we just say that all these candles lit is a bit of a fire hazard, honey? I can't believe this house hasn't burned down.
Jealousy took care of that.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot.
All
They share
white.
one thing, they all need money.
That's just the only thing they have in common. It's kind of a big thing, but otherwise they're pretty different people.
Could be.
But they are all white.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Would you guarantee that?
That isn't funny, Frederick.
Make a good headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork.
I don't think a champagne cork could kill somebody, dude.
Will you join me?
No, thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
That's all
You
the
gotta
secret
love
of
a
that.
couple that are at each other's throats. This got every staple of like a spooky, cheesy movie that I
You'll
love,
enjoy the
man.
party more.
Random folks trapped in a haunted house, a couple that are at each other's throats trying to kill each other. Because why not just get a fucking divorce? I don't know. Divorce was looked down upon in those days. The coloring job on this movie is atrocious.
Of all my wives,
This is distracting.
But still alive.
Like her eyes aren't even colored in. It's just they're all.
You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all. If jealousy isn't tax-free, your possessiveness is maddening.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
That can't prove them.
the time will come. You'll
All
slip
right, he's
away.
trying to catch her fucking cheating on him so he could divorce her.
I've lived long enough. You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
See, you don't get to say that in a normal marriage. You don't get to say, "Remember that time you poisoned me?" And she laughs, and then you get to hold her by the
You'd
arms.
do it again if you thought you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Darling, what makes you think that?
You just know the sex they have is fucking wild. We're not fucking because we have guests downstairs, but my god, woman.
Don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you.
Especially the ghouls. The Hume goos, though, on the other hand, if you see a Hume goo around,
Don't sit up all night thinking
or a
about
Shadmock,
it. It makes wrinkles.
That was my Monster Club reaction. If you guys haven't seen my Monster Club reaction, fuck is wrong with you? It's my favorite reaction I've ever done. Unbelievable when you call yourselves Patreons. Yeah, I gotta keep the knife in the log.
This is what she used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces.
This dude rules.
We found parts of the bodies all over the house.
I don't know why you
Places
kept this
wouldn't
knife.
think.
You would think the police would want it as
Heads
evidence.
Never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife, probably in a rage, threatened her husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
She certainly went on. How many people did she
There's a
kill?
British guy and a bunch of transatlantic accents. I can't tell who's
Her
who.
husband and her sister. No one else was here.
Except for that little man. He's on Star Trek. I remember him from Star Trek.
You can hear them at night. They whisper to each other. And then cry.
Since our host isn't here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
Certainly. What will you have?
A Bloody Mary!
Evening.
Spooky entrance, right, guys? Thank you.
I'm your host, Frederick Lauren.
And your
We're all
host,
strangers to each other.
Frederick Lauren,
Shall we?
musical guest of Milli Vanilli.
Advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have,
Scotch and
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the
I'll ha-
party
okay.
begins, let's go over the details.
I'll pour myself a drink when you're
The
done, then.
caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out.
Imagine being the caretakers, just coming back in the morning and being like, oh my god, what
The
happened?
only door to the outside.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Porch.
Some fucked up shit.
Interesting. No phone. No one within miles. So, no way to call for help.
Like her coffin.
Vincent Price's hair is so unique, dude.
So
Like, I
if any
can't...
of you decide
Have you
not
ever
to
seen
take
somebody with
part,
hair like that?
let me
It's
know
so...
before midnight.
him.
Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
And then the mustache on top
I'm
of it.
interested in your reasons for this,
That's a horror maestro right there.
side.
That's a B-movie king.
Ghosts, Doctor. I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost.
Depends on who the ghost is.
And now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
If it's like a hot chick, I'd flirt with the ghost, to be honest with you.
Being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Any other type of ghost, I would just
Here
ignore.
promises us genuine ghosts.
7 now. Maybe more before morning.
That's cheerful.
Also, if you find my pot of gold in the house, I get to grant you a wish.
And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. Well, it goes for everybody.
Now, Richard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
You're out of your goddamn mind. I'm not going through the ghost house. I'm stabbing all you motherfuckers and I'm getting out of here.
See that stain? Blood. A young girl was killed here. And whatever got her wasn't human.
She hung herself.
what do you mean? Where?
I don't know where the blood came from. It was a bloodless death. Ma'am, maybe move your hand out of the way. You're not even flinching. Ew.
It's too late. They've marked you.
Gross.
The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is. Who would want to haunt me?
I would say any self-respect.
Who would want to haunt me? A rich white woman.
Well, Mr. Pritchard, you're the life of the party.
He hasn't even started yet. Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was.
Oh, is it wine that
There's
strip?
been a murder almost every place in this house.
That's not wine. It's not even blood. You guys have a leak in the septic tank? I would like to go home now. Look at this. You can't have a haunted house room without a basement full of barrels.
Who didn't die here, he was electrocuted later.
I bet these lights are in my fucking eyes, dude.
Experimenting with wine,
There we go.
but his wife didn't think it was any good. So he filled a vat with acid and threw her in.
I didn't empty the vat full of acid because,
But the bones came.
I just don't know where to put all that acid.
It's a funny
I try to
thing.
dip like a cup in there to get it out, but the cup's melted by that time my hand comes out, so...
Just shooting, stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, and different. God, she didn't fall in.
I'm gonna have to close the trap door, by the way. The fumes. It's a lot of chlorine in there. It's almost chloroform down there. Let me close the door. You have to feed the acid a mouse every so often, so it doesn't get angry.
Everything with hair and flesh. Just leaves the bones.
Where's the mouse bone? Where's the mouse skeleton? Whoa, there it is. There's so many. You gotta love a movie with skeletons, man. Movies don't really do skeletons anymore.
Dry and dusty down here.
Because people are not afraid of skeletons anymore. But I'm sure back then people were like, oh my god, a skeleton. You don't see that every day. You want to stay behind and make out? We just met. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh, see, this is the 50s way of flirting, and it's always creepy.
Mr. Lawrence said everybody would get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
I'm gonna get a drink. You guys want anything?
On the phone, but nothing about having this thing.
Hot chocolate? Pumpkin spice hot chocolate?
On
No?
Tuesday?
Yes? Yes? No? Okay. I'll be right back.
It's $10,000.
I'm going to stay too. $10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
What is $10,000 adjusted for inflation?
Spook yourself.
Let me find that out.
Because
Because that doesn't seem like a lot even now. But I'm sure back then.
What are you going to do with your $10,000? If we get it.
What do you mean?
And this came out in 55, I think. So 1955.
Ah, sure you will.
$10,000 in 1955 is $114,000.
We were in an automobile.
It's 100 grand. Okay, that makes sense. I would totally stay in that house for 100 grand.
Boy, I've never
Ghost
seen
ain't
so
after
many
me.
Doors.
Ghost would be after fucking... Well, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it. It's my Halloween Horror Nights cup, guys.
Bottles.
You trying to get Liddy down here, by the way? You think we could sneak a bottle? Maybe a 2? Listen, I did heard there was gonna be some broads stopping by the house on Haunted Hill. I did bring a couple of condoms with me. Hello? Okay, you didn't have to slam the door. You could have just said, no, I'll try to hit on the old lady then. Fine. This isn't as spooky in color. And that's surprising. It's incredible how much color can change a film. Well, color. Where's the old lady? Oh, she's not doing that. Hey, can you... Okay. Bye. Weird lady. I was gonna ask you for help, ma'am, but... You just... slid in and out like a Haunted Mansion animatronic. There weren't that many people. You guys would think they would be like, hey, where'd everybody else go?
Please, Lance is gone, and there's a ghost.
See what I mean?
Please, come on.
See what I mean? What the fuck were you guys talking about beforehand? That chick is pretty fucking crazy, right? Like, she just looks crazy. She comes in, there's a ghost! He's like, see what I mean?
We'll have to break it down and stop.
See what I mean? By the way, how many candles do you have in this house? Oh, an inordinate amount of candles. I don't pay the electricity bill.
You all right?
No.
Nothing that money won't cure. I must have bumped my head.
I'm getting that $100 grand, and I'm suing you for this
Hidden here.
bunk on the noggin for another $100
The
grand.
wall.
You didn't do that, did you? Let's get a bandage on that.
I wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
Well, then they tried to kill him. You gotta love a haunted house movie that has the ooh music. There's that theremin. This is just quintessential haunted house stuff, man. What a weird looking house, too. Weird architecture in there. And then inside it just looks like a normal ass
When
mansion.
you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
Well, it wearing a
Um,
black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Lauren, is hysteria.
Well, then don't
You
try to
gotta
explain
love
what happened to Lance.
a 1950s movie where a woman has a valid fear and it's marketed down as
You better get that
hysteria.
checked in a day, sir.
Thanks, Doc.
You're just hysteric. She's hysteric. I'm thinking of seeing other people. Honey, calm down, you're hysteric. That's enough for you, dude. Come on.
Ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Lauren.
My wife didn't even get a
You
sip.
believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Maybe have some
Before
Pepsi,
the night's
goddammit.
over, you will, too.
Would you like a drink, Lance?
No, thanks.
I'd like one. Scotch and.
Didn't you just... I just gave you... Ma'am, this is like your third one. Alright. I mean, if this is how you're gonna get through the night, I don't know.
Mr. Lauren, are you really going to pay anyone who stays all night?
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape or delay?
In a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes.
I'm trying to leave the country.
Frankly.
I was associated with some not-so-good people in the Second World War, and, well, you can connect the dots there. I'm just gonna go to Venezuela for a little bit. Lay low. I mean, Argentina.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where?
It was the skeleton of that mouse getting revenge.
The door was locked. How did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost snorer, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
It was a
don't know, I
ghoul.
was so scared.
What did I tell you? You gotta watch out for the ghouls more than the ghosts. Who's there?
Different to you?
Yes.
Well, you could have gotten a hammer or something. Now you broke your hand. Well, I thought it would be hollow.
3, 6, 9, 12. 12 feet.
Another empty room.
3, 6. Now I'm gonna knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall.
Tap lower down.
Eee, there she goes. She's on roller skates. She's on Heelys. That's how she died. She died on Heelys. Wow, 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 wow. And now she haunts the halls on her Heelys for ages to come.
Where'd it come from?
I'm in here.
The most cliche fucking ghost pose. Boo. She might as well have said
Ran
boo.
out here, I'd have seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run, it just floats.
On wheels, on the
Why
heels
did
of
I
their
see
shoes. I've never seen a thing like it.
You don't believe me.
How can I?
You take this candle. I'm gonna go back upstairs in the dark. Well, you might want to be careful in the dark. There's stairs there. You see what I mean? Hi, I heard you scream and it turned me
I'm
on.
Annabelle Lauren. You must be Miss Manning.
Because you look like a freak that would be turned on by a scream like that, man. Well, let's be honest with you. Look at the way you're dressed, look at the way you're looking at her. Alright.
This is your room. Depressing, isn't it?
Why did you give me the depressing room? Do I give off those vibes, or?
Perfect atmosphere for my
I don't understand.
Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
Why did he pick you?
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
So you think you're hotter than me, huh?
How long have you known my husband?
I'm taller.
I just met him tonight.
My chest is out more.
Why you?
My nose goes swoop more. My hair is longer.
What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
You stay away from my husband!
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance, Mr. Schroeder, and I just left, that's all.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself.
Even the
Now, get
bathroom?
I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
Yeah, like, take somebody to at least stand outside the door if you're gonna go to the bathroom.
Who? I hope for your sake you never find out.
I don't know why I was flirting with that girl when you were in this house, ma'am. Hi, how are you?
I'm Annabelle Lauren. Are you looking
Do you know how to
for-
treat this bump on my head?
Not
Maybe
exactly.
wanna...
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm not Schroeder.
The pilot? You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's
Yes, I
just a
did.
bump on the head.
I was fighting, doing some cool shit.
Which is my room?
I believe this is it.
What size bed is in the room?
Mrs. Lauren.
Do you wanna show me to my room?
Annabelle Lance.
Okay, dude, don't blow this. You got to keep
You were
cool.
with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but I didn't see anything.
She was just frightened then.
And mad at me, I think. I kidded her about it.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
You're blowing it,
Now,
Lance.
don't
You're
tell me
blowing
I'm taking all
it.
this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what hit me.
Stay cool, Lance.
Lance.
She's touching your hand, Lance.
If I need help, may I count on you?
Oh, most definitely, man.
Yeah, sure, I guess so.
Can I help you right now?
Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is
Try
no
to stay
party.
cool,
Lance.
Lance. Stay cool.
Your husband?
Don't seem too desperate.
I'll tell you what it was.
Must be pretty big if he's going to lay out 50,000.
Speaking
Money
of pretty big,
He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful idea.
What for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
Well, what can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife. The first simply disappeared. The other two died. Lance,
well,
I don't want to join them.
let's just say that the first one also died. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves.
You mean
Anyway,
he
keep it
did?
cool.
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. 2 girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then.
He would summon the Thriller zombies to his ex-wives.
Would he hurt you?
And then he'd turn around and his eyes would be like yellow and he'd go, ah, ha, 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 ha. Damn it, you blew it. You blew it, Lance. You get another chance. Oh no, Alfred Hitchcock. Alright, Lance. Next time, you put on the charm, and I think you'll see that we'll land this girl yet.
Nora Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up. Don't you want to go and console him, as you do most men, in your fashion?
You're clever, Frederick.
As I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. It was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
Well, hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
Were you guys' vows just
It's
like
not
passive
my
aggressive
party,
as fuck
it's
too?
yours. And you are going.
You guys must have had the most
I
goth
am
wedding.
not.
You ready?
Oh shit, the hair
No.
pulling?
You
Man.
ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say yes, daddy. I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that.
All you want to be is a lovely widow. It's almost time to lock up the house. Then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end.
You guys just like, you guys are way too into degrading each other. Like, you're the opposite of like Morticia and Gomez. They're so loving to each other, and you guys are into like the fucking.
It's close to midnight, Lance.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
I'll be down in a minute. I just.
Who is it?
I was thinking about your wife, if you catch my drift. So just give me a couple.
It's almost midnight, Nora.
Give me a couple.
We're all going to get together down in the living room.
Give me more than a couple
All right,
minutes.
Mr. Lloyd. I'll be right down.
It's the fucking head of Weird Al Yankovic. Get out of there, they killed him. Michael Jackson and Vincent Price, they teamed up and killed Weird Al. They had enough of the beat it shit. I mean, eat it. Then open that, there's a ghost on the other side of that too. The ghost hallway, that is. Who's there in the ghost hall? Ma'am?
Come with us. Come with us before he kills you.
She didn't have to be rude about it. She could have just said yes or no. Who am I, by the way? Do I even
Where's
work here?
Nora? Miss Manning.
Do you always have to run in here in distress?
Don't want to stay here.
Nora, what happened?
Oh, these two? Yeah, these two are a couple of pranksters. I'm sorry.
That's Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years. She's blind, you know.
I'm not going to stay here.
Yeah, she's blind and also roller skates and does this.
Well, Doctor, it looks like we have
That
a real
does
piece
being
of
blind
this
doesn't
guy.
explain this and the floating.
I think she's just a little upset, not hysterical.
Just a little upset. That's a subset of being hysterical. Okay, I see you.
Good evening.
Alright, everybody's after her now.
Hello, my dear. This is my wife. These
My
are
wife.
Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning, and this is Lance Schroeder.
And me. Shelley Duvall. Hi. Oh my god, that lady.
Get me out of here.
What are you talking about? Look at it.
I don't care. You
Look at them
want to
looking
kill
back at us. It's like looking at a reflection of our future.
Mr. Lord.
You don't have a good one.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die,
Well, nobody's getting fucking paid. So,
you will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
There's no windows and no doors. But there's always my way. They bailed on y'all right away. They're like, alright, we've done enough spooking. I'm tired, hon. Let's go home.
It isn't midnight yet. Who told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now. I was going to ask you whether you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision for you. We're all locked in now.
But I don't want to stay.
I'm sorry, my dear, but it's too late now.
And if you break the windows, well, you'll have to pay for that. And the windows cost $10,000, so you're kind of in the hole there, so.
But pay them first.
Yeah.
This is your party, remember? In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the
My wife and I saw you from across the bar and we dug your vibe.
Until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins.
Candy? Chocolate? Candy corn.
This is my wife's idea.
Crunch? Whoppers? Oh,
It's rather
gun.
dangerous.
Candy
I
gun?
suppose you all know how to use one.
Candy
of these
bullets.
things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger.
Hun, that was right in my ear.
You see, they're loaded.
This is why we fight.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you gonna shoot a ghost with a gun?
Doctor?
Well, it's got ectoplasm bullets. I'm gonna get a snack. You guys want anything? Popcorn?
Nora?
Candy corn?
Go ahead.
Tootsie Rolls? Jolly Ranchers? Halloween candy? No? Alright.
Miss Bridges. Here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. I know you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
They're just getting so turned on, threatening to kill each other. Like, get a fucking room in the house on Haunted Hill
Well, not
already.
for the same reason.
Dr. Trent, don't you approve of our little party favors?
Suppose Nora had a gun
It's
with
not
you
that I
to
don't
apply
approve,
for
it's just that
ghosts.
I don't think anyone else is going to walk around in total.
I'm a lefty, so I'm not really good at
I'm
shooting
sure
guns.
We're not going to go running around the house shooting each other, aren't you?
Who knows? Fear makes people do amazing things.
Why do we need guns, by the way? Well, one of the ghosts is the ghost of John Wick. So,
Richard,
we're gonna have a
you
problem
said your
with him.
sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up. You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads?
No, actually.
Just follow me.
Anyone object if I try kind of like shoot her if she starts to go crazy on us? Or, like, you're all witnesses.
Darling, I really don't need this.
I'm gonna kill you slower than that, hun. Much slower.
Just go look in my suitcase. Just go look.
Tampons! Maxi pads! It's the 50s, we can't look at this!
But it was in there. A woman's head.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out, all of you! All of you, get out of here! Leave me alone! Just get out of here!
That right there, my guy, that's a pure symptom of hysteria.
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Well, what do you suppose she thought she saw?
They're closing
What's the
in
sedative,
on
by the way, Doc?
Doc, I
Cocaine?
think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be a
It's always
million people
cocaine.
around her. But if they wanted her, they...
I am trying this new medicine called methamphetamines.
What if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder. I'll join you in a minute.
Do you think it would do any good if you went in and talked to her?
Do you think there really was a head in their suitcase?
I don't know.
A thing like that would put me right over the edge.
But
Would you?
Speaking of going over the edge, do you want
In case she needs help.
to, if you're a bit scared, if you want to just spend the night in my room with me?
In my room.
I kind of struck out with the other two ladies, but okay.
Thanks.
You're losing it, Lance. You're losing it. Guess it's just Lance in the hand again tonight. That guy's weird.
Are you sure there was people in this house?
Positive. Except for the ghost.
I don't believe in ghosts, nor in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough.
When you say you don't believe in frightening women, do you mean you don't believe in scaring them, or you don't believe in women that are
Don't frighten her
frightening?
anymore.
Because I exclusively believe in frightening women. Tall, frightening women. Tall, vampirish, frightening women. Tall, vampirish, frightening women from video games. Guys, I think the organ player passed out on the organ again.
Nora.
Nora, my hand is gray.
Nora?
Help me. It's dying. My hand is dying.
Nora?
Oh! It's a shrunken head. Whose head is it?
Nora!
Nora, is this your head? Kinda looks like you. That's pretty sick looking, dude. Holy shit, where'd you get
What do
the
you know
spirit?
about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
One of them.
Where's Nora?
Like they're vampires or zombies. It's a ghost, dude.
Where is she?
It's too late. It's too late. You'll never find her again.
Pritchard, if you know where she is, you better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone.
This guy earlier was like, ghosts don't do anything. I mean, guns aren't, like, useful against ghosts. And now he is holding a knife like that's gonna help. Alright, well, I really blew it with this chick, whoever it is. Hopefully it wasn't something I said that made her do that. Because it usually is.
Lay her down.
Doc, do my fingerprints really need to be on the rope, please?
Nora?
Too hot to live, to be honest with you. She was just too hot to live, dude. And I know you dreamed of being the one to kill her. Preferably during climax from one of you guys. Somebody autoerotically asphyxiating somebody else. But what can you do, dude? She asphyxiated herself. Why is this watch along so horny? I don't know why they made it that way. I apologize.
Please hide.
What's the matter?
Yeah, you can hide, alright? You can hide under my covers. Come on down. There I go again. I apologize, and then I kept going with it.
He tried to kill me. He grabbed me and choked me and put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but listen.
It was dark, but let's just say the ghost was like, "Hold still, you. I'm trying to kill you." So, I mean, I can't really mistake it for somebody else. Unless you had a twin brother that died and is a ghost here.
Lauren said she committed it's suicide. But I think somebody killed her.
Him.
These are the least sour fucking candies I've ever had in my life, dude. Sour Punch? You're failing me. Did I even make a sour face this whole time? No. Ridiculous. You broke a window, that'll be $10,000.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do. The living room?
Okay, in a minute.
Alright, so we're gonna play Clue? Is that the conclusion? I'd love to play Clue. Clearly it was somebody in the stairway with a noose. Now we just have to figure out who.
I've got to go downstairs. Now you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can. If you have to, you use it.
On myself? No. No. God. You know, this place has pretty thin walls. I heard everything you guys were talking about. I heard you say that the gun thing, and then she said she was going to use it on herself, and I thought that was pretty stupid. Yep, there she goes. She did it.
So beautiful.
So ticklish. You're not really dead, are you?
So cold.
What are you doing in here?
Wait. Don't wait.
What do you mean coming in here?
I didn't want them to take her away.
You're drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Look, Bridget, I've had enough of your spook talk. Get
Spook
out, you
talk?
sot, and don't come back into this room.
It's my new
again.
podcast, guys. Spook Talk. That cannot be taken. Please tell me nobody clicked the name Spook Talk for a podcast. Please tell me it's not three douchey guys with microphones on a couch. God help me.
Where's what's her name? Nora.
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
You're right.
Mr. Lauren, isn't there some way we can get out of this house now?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone.
We have guns, you know.
We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghost,
Well, time to dig our way out. Who's got a shovel?
but I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else.
Trauma.
The death of Mrs. Lauren.
I am a therapist.
So
If
far
anybody
tonight,
wants to talk to me, I do charge extra
one of
for
us
off
was almost
hours.
killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria. And one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours?
Alright, Poro. Relax.
6 of us. I'm in it.
Who'll be next?
Alright, take your bets, guys. Who's gonna be next?
Let me ask you a question, Doctor.
Is it random doctor whose name I don't know?
My wife.
Random lady whose name I don't
Did you
know?
also see anything
Little
that
leprechaun
she
man?
climbed up on? And then
Vincent
jumped?
Price?
No.
Or Guy?
Did any?
Lance?
There was nothing. How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Loren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered by one of you.
I just want to say thank you. Really appreciate it.
Or you, Mr. Loren. To deliberately kill someone, you must
Well,
have
if
a
that's the case, pat on the back
We're
to
all
myself.
strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder. What husband hasn't at some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportunities to do it in such a way so that he'd never be suspected? I'm not such a fool as to hang my wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you, or one of us, murdered Mrs. Loren. And that's a matter for the police.
So how do we get the police?
That's my point. We can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
Well, once Pritchard
Well, I
may
think
be
that's
right.
pretty neat.
Another murder's in the works. Let's
I got a
stop
pretty
now.
boring home life.
Another
This is pretty
murder.
neat. This is a pretty fun way to spend the Halloween holiday.
Maybe one of us saw too much.
Maybe one of us is wearing a suit jacket that doesn't match our pants.
$10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts? Have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor? And is the verdict guilty of murder? Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Loren. We know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent, okay? Now, what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect ourselves from each other.
You really think?
I don't
None of
think
you are
anything.
leaving my goddamn
I just
sight,
know
alright?
I'm going to my room. And if anybody comes in, I'll shoot him. Or her.
And if we all stay in our rooms, we'll be safe.
You're all
So
staying
the
within
innocent
my
will have no
goddamn
reason to
eye
leave
line,
the room.
alright? I'm not being
The guilty
alone.
will admit his guilt if he
We're all
was
sleeping
murdered.
together. Sleepover in the living room, you
All
understand?
agree?
Oh, I wish this night were over.
I wish I had more lines and a character.
Holmes? Guns? I tell you, it doesn't make any difference. They aren't through with us yet.
He's so in character, it's amazing. They're not through with us yet. Put him in more haunted house movies, man. Every haunted house movies need a guy like that. The ghosts are trying to take us. They're waiting. Shit like that, just say vague lines like that. It's the perfect role. It's a dream role. Just being a silly little guy in a haunted house.
What's the use of saying goodnight?
Good night. What did I just say? God.
Good night.
Now it's a sausage fest, fellas. You guys want to get some brewskis or... No? Okay. I told you that guy was weird.
Good night, Doctor.
Wait, that's my room. Sir? Okay, well, I guess I'll sleep on the couch. Well, there goes $10,000. Okay, now I gotta take off my watch, pull out the Ouija board, candles are lit, pull out the little Bible, and summon the dead. Ghosts, if you're here with us, please write your name down on this pen and paper. And if you would care to please... hello? Hello? Is someone at my door? Hello? There's a mouse on the doorknob, sir. He's getting revenge for being dipped in acid. Try to dip me in acid, will you? It's my pink in the brain impression now. Ma'am, what's your character? What's your vibe? What's your personality? You don't have one. All you did was order 2 Scotch Ands and that's it. Now you're fucking faded. Oh, but you've been... Oh. No, it can't be, it can't be. Maybe this time it's chocolate syrup. Okay, I really want to go home now.
Nora, it's me, Lance. You okay? They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
Yes, I've been thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe
Thinking?
it wasn't Mr. Lord.
A woman?
It was him. He tried to kill you.
Maybe you are
He did.
hysterical.
His wife.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
What if he finds out you're alive? No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now just lock yourself in and keep quiet. If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
And if I don't, we'll be ghosting here together, I guess. Hello? Why is that the funniest thing to me? Everyone in his house just says hello the same way. Hello? Flute guy, your note's a little... You fool! Now you're trapped in the house on Haunted Hill. Is the hill haunted or is the house haunted? Like, make up your mind. Oh no, the power went out. Okay. Alright, ma'am. You're about to... I don't know if you've ever seen Evil Dead, but this is not a good situation. You might want to move. Maybe not even moving? Ma'am, you might actually be hysterical. The rope monster's coming at you. I don't want to know where that rope is coming out from, lady. I don't want to know where that rope is extending out of. Okay, that clearly didn't scare her as much as I thought it would. I'm just gonna retreat. Oh, she's got a gun. Let's get out of here. A little known fact, you can shoot ghosts, apparently. The way she's running with the gun. Scream sound familiar to you guys? What about Bigfoot's hand? The murderer was Bigfoot! Of course! Rewind the footage. There he is in the background, like... Oh, there's Waldo. Ma'am, of course it was gonna happen. It was bound to happen, ma'am. You're in a haunted house with a piano. Surprised that hasn't happened sooner. You don't like the song? What about Take Me Out to the Ball Game? You like Take Me Out to the Ball Game? I can do that. No? Okay, you're not a sports fan. I see. Hey, can you shut the fuck up? I'm trying to sleep and mourn my wife. Password. That's right, there is none.
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
I heard a bitch screaming. And it wasn't me making her, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Gotcha.
I love that in old horror movies, or old movies in general, even in Star Trek episodes, they always hold the gun at the waist. Nobody holds a gun like this, eye level. Everyone's holding the gun here, at the hip. See, look, the gun never goes above the nipple in old movies. Everyone's holding the gun like... That's right. I have perfect aim. How do you aim like this? Did he tickle you?
It's almost over, darling. Every detail was perfect.
Did you? Have you been holding in a fart? Now you can let it out. That's a squeaker. Okay, that was what I was expecting. You were really holding in that one.
We've done it. A perfect crime. Beautiful.
Has she killed him?
Not yet.
You're in love with a guy that looks like an off-brand Vincent Price without the mustache? I mean, you got a type, I guess.
Get me out of this hanging harness.
Yeah, that's right. I'll get you out of it, all right.
What time is it?
I'll get you out of more than that.
To want to protect yourself with a gun. After you appeared at the window,
I'm single, guys.
Just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now? What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what? An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
Well, they had no idea what they were really doing.
Also,
What about Nora?
one of them is blind.
Darling, believe me, everything we planned
Also,
was working perfectly.
I don't think they're real, to be honest with you. Did you see those people? Those people can't be real people.
And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
You son of a bitch, you get off my wife! I mean, his wife!
When you hear the shot, come down to the cellar.
How will I know that's the shot? What if somebody else shoots the... Okay. Guess I'll just have to take it on the chance there. You gotta love a colorized movie that's 99% shit orange. Ma'am, are you really gonna hold the gun like hip first too? First of all, these are candles. How do you do that with candles? Ma'am, you only got what? Ma'am, do you only have one scream? Give me some variety in the screams, ma'am. Give me some pizzazz. Laura, no! That reminded me of the Conan bit. Ginger, no! Damn, an acid bath? My guy. You didn't take into consideration one thing, Doc. And that's that Vincent Price is always on acid. Goddamn, lady. Shit. This lady's in her underoos and shit. Like, this is the 50s, man. Cover her up. Risque. You're showing neck? You're showing chest? My oh my. You're showing leg?
David?
Might as well show your goddamn pussy. No. Jesus Christ. Now this is the scene, ladies and gentlemen, in which the House on Haunted Hill becomes House on Haunted Hill in Emergo. Smoke begins to fill the auditorium of the theater. Fog rolls in down the aisles to consume the floor in every seat of the theater. Strobe lights flicker on and off like lights, like candles. The smell of the fog emanates. A hole in the floor or ceiling opens up, and out pops the skeleton, emerging out to get you, dear viewer. Are you brave enough to survive the House on Haunted Hill in Emergo? Come to your local Cineplex and find out. Or will you too succumb to the madness and be taken by fear? Scream all you want. It will be the last scream you'll ever make. Look at the skeleton, by the way, guys. Like,
But you're not going to live to enjoy it. Come with me, murderess. Come with me.
look at the skeleton walk. Look. Now the skeleton would drop down a little bit, really get close to the audience. Ma'am, how can you not see the strings? Oh, are you gonna take an acid bath, ma'am? That skeleton just went, Into the acid you go, my dear. Who will survive a night in the House Haunted Hill. Why none other than Vincent Price will survive. With the most goddamn... Look at this contraption he's got to control the skeleton, by the way, guys. My guy's running a whole goddamn... Look at this. Alright, just a bit of that. Just get some kick over here and just yank it over here. I don't think that's how skeletons work, but okay.
Good night, Doctor. Good night, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect.
But he forgot one
Only the
thing.
victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
Come on, man. What a line. I've been saving that line since we got married. I planned your wedding vows and your death vows at the same time.
I shot Mr. Loren. He's down in the wine cellar.
Alive?
I don't think so.
You blew it again, Lance. You got trapped in a room and now you missed all the cool shit. God.
It's him. He's alive.
Bulletproof vest.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
I could give two shits anymore, but you're all not getting your money, by the way, because I'm going to jail, you see. So that money's kind of evidence. I will pay for the Ubers back, but I will send you an invoice in the future.
Now there are 9. There'll be more, many more. They're coming for me now.
Why? What'd you do? Oh!
And then they'll come for you.
For you. They're coming for you. Thanks for staying a night. You'll be back. And you'll stay for longer. Next time on House on Haunted Hill. Man, I really want to make another one of these movies, man. These cheesy ass 50s movies. We gotta throw back to these types of movies, man. Anyway, skeleton by himself, by the way. The skeleton got a credit, guys. The skeleton played himself. That's how you know this movie had a sense of humor. Anyway, that was The House on Haunted Hill. That was a blast and a half. Still fun, still spooky. It's just like the perfect tone to ring in the spooky season. This and Over the Garden Wall. Which, well, you can't see my green screen's in the way, but I have my Over the Garden Wall poster up now. But now you're in the mood, I bet. Now you're in the mood to watch all of these spooky movies. The Universal Monsters, the Night of the Living Deads, all the spooks, all the creeps, all the ghouls. Hope you enjoyed this one as much as I do every year. Thanks for being a Patreon subscriber. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys next time for another exclusive video. The next time it will be Teenagers from Outer Space, which is also free to watch on the internet, so we'll do it the same way with the green screen and all that. Till then, be careful, dear viewer, because you'll never know when you'll end up in the house. The house on Haunted Hill. And you'll never know if the house you're in right now is the house on Haunted Hill. Do you really know where you live? Do you really know the history of your home? There's always a ghost waiting to tell their story. And there's always a ghost waiting to make you part of it. See? Just put me in one of these movies, man. Make my head float in and just be like, hi, I'm BS Movies. Spooky shit's about to happen in this movie. I don't know. Anyway, see you guys.